I'll take the name of a writer today, and you say the first words that come to your mind. Linda Goodman. Did I hear someone say astrologer? Say it again. Maybe the best book of poetry I have ever read. Linda Goodman's Love Poems, published by Pan. I picked this book off a Delhi pavement maybe 40 years ago, and we have lived together since then, except maybe a few years when the book was with Minnie. It's a bit worse for the wear. I may be missing a few pages somewhere, but oh my God. I'm going to read you a poem from this today. And in my coming videos someday, I hope to read every page of this book. Getting high. Someone once said, I believe it was Sinatra or McEwen, that being a loner and being lonely are not the same thing. Well, I don't know. I guess it's a safe enough answer to give when people probe into your lifestyle. At least it cuts off curiosity from friends, strangers, and enemies. Sometimes one person can be all three. I walked home this morning about 2 a.m. or so, which is kind of late to stroll Broadway, even for a loner. It was raining, and all the taxis had disappeared, as usual. But I wasn't really lonely or even afraid of muggers. By that hour, they are home in the sack or hanging around Howard Johnson's drinking coffee. New York muggers are a spoiled bunch. With millions of victims to pick from, they can afford to be choosy about working conditions. And who wants to hack out a living in a drizzle? They have a lot in common with Manhattan cabbies. It was good to have the Great White Way all to myself. I love to walk in the rain. It's like stepping into a giant shower. I always feel like singing and scrubbing my mind with ivory soap. What is that thing in the air that makes the pavements smell fresh and sweet when they are wet? I drank it in this morning through my nose and my skin and my soul, while the moisture-drenched breeze blew affectionately through my hair and tangled my mind into little wispy cobwebs of nostalgia. Rain smells better on the grass, of course, in a small town or in the country where they still have happy, healthy trees. I remember that much after 12 years in Fun City. And I remember other things. Oh, it was marvelous, the times it rained when I was a child. I could put on my red and white striped swimsuit, run outside and splash through the puddles at the curbs, squint my eyes and tilt my head back, let the rain fall on my head, open my mouth to drink the drops, and sniff that ozone smell until I felt like screaming with joy just to be alive, with maybe chocolate pudding for supper. It's not like that anymore. For one thing, now I know that chocolate, especially Rocky Road ice cream, clogs up the body's freeways and considerably shortens life. I mean, I'll never be the same since reading Sugar Blues by Bill Dufty, Aries, Gloria Swanson's friend and husband. Sometimes one person can be both. Besides, if I had slushed barefoot this morning through the puddles at the curbs, throwing back my head to drink in the raindrops, the narcotics squad would have appeared out of nowhere and hauled me in as a junkie. Getting high on life and drugs is so similar. People can't always tell the difference at a distance. Still, little spurts of chlorophyll managed to make it this AM. Somehow, through the smog soaking my senses and tugging at my heart, as it always does, with the old familiar call of wild, impossible dreams and Alleluia choruses, or maybe a miracle tomorrow on a windswept hill. And I felt that same delirious surge of uncontrollable, indefinable happiness I felt as a child. It lasted until I remembered the question my driving instructor asked me in Colorado last week. Why are you lonely? Who's lonely? These are raindrops, not tears on my cheek.